What I learned about classroom management from teaching thousands of teachers. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. I'm an experienced elementary teacher and mentor who works with teachers to streamline their classroom management so they can increase their confidence, enjoy teaching more, have a life outside the classroom, and get their weekends back. I spent about 5 years in my 20s traveling and living around the world as a backpacker in Australia, in New Zealand, in Japan, in Hong Kong, and about a dozen other countries. I'm bonus mom to 3 amazing grown boys, and my favorite hobby is to pet sit other people's puppies when my husband and I are in between travel adventures. But perhaps more relevant to you, I taught elementary school for about 10 years, both in Canada and overseas, as well as at the University of Lethbridge, and I've supported thousands of teachers as they set up and learn to manage their elementary classrooms. Now today I teach a method that is reliable, repeatable, and effective, and I get to work with amazing people just like you, but it hasn't always been that way. Before, I definitely didn't have it all figured out. In fact, I had a lot of the same problems that you might have. I wanted a fun and peaceful classroom. I needed to spend less time at school, and I needed to get my weekends back, and I wished there was a way that I could reach my most challenging students without all the drama, without all the stress, and without all the frustration. But I had no idea where to get started, and nothing I had previously tried was working, and I felt overwhelmed just thinking about spending the rest of the year like this when I was already exhausted. But before we jump into that, let me know if you can relate to any of that in the comments below. Do you struggle with spending way too much time outside of your contracted hours planning and preparing for school? Are you tired of feeling tired? And are you sick of all the drama that comes with managing your most challenging students? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so back to the story. The turning point came when I had an especially tough day at school. My 4th grade students just wouldn't listen. They didn't respect me no matter what I tried. And I remember sitting at my desk and I just started to cry. I was ready to give up. But then it hit me. I'd excelled in my student teaching. I had taught overseas. And if I was struggling this much, others probably were as well. So I decided to focus my master's in education on classroom management, and I vowed to learn and test every strategy I could until I found a solution. I interviewed master teachers, I read all the research, and I tested and refined everything I was learning in my own classroom until I found a system that worked. So my master's was published, and I traveled across the country teaching thousands of other teachers what I'd learned at conferences. And soon I was getting letters from teachers all across the country telling me how helpful it was as they implemented my strategies in their classrooms. I knew I was onto something. So fast forward to today, and I've helped thousands of teachers to improve the way they run and manage their classrooms, all while having a whole lot more fun and getting their weekends back. So before, I've kept this to myself or only shared it with clients until now. So if you've been following me on social media recently, you know I've been busy working on something special for all of you. So very soon I'll be opening the doors to my signature membership, the Classroom Management Club. And to kick things off, I'm hosting a brand new free class, the 5-step classroom management reset. So inside, I'll be walking through the same system I share in my membership, the same one I've only previously shared in depth with paid clients. So if you're curious to learn more about the Classroom Management Club, or if you're struggling with managing your most challenging students, you want to get your weekends back, or you simply want to experience more joy and fun in your classroom, then this class is for you. Also, if you're like a lot of other elementary teachers and you struggle with feeling like nothing you do is ever good enough, then you've got to be at this class. So in the meantime, let me know below what's your biggest struggle when it comes to managing your classroom. I'd love to hear more about it and about where you are so I can be sure to address that in the free class. Until next time, thanks for watching.